So you're sitting here. You got your, you're offered wines, your whiskeys, some nice finger food. There's a nice roaring fire going. Wonderful tapestries and like pictures of various members of the Blackside family through the ages. You're here for about 15 or 20 minutes before Tybor Blacktide finally comes down to meet you. Everyone else here will remember your last interaction with him, except for the judge, who you now recognize as the guy who cast a sleep spell on you and stole the sword Tolvir from you the first time you were sent to get it. I don't know. I assume the party has filled you in though on the fact.
Oh yeah, he's not that bad a guy.
Yeah, I don't like jump up. You.
Yeah, so he comes in, he sits down in like a nice armchair, he puts his staff aside. He's got a pipe. It's like there's like a wooden smell off the smoke, and it's like a weird purpley color hue. He kind of looks at each of you and kind of turns to the judge and goes, "Judge Breton, I assume. I've not had the pleasure beyond that unfortunate incident, but Oliver tells me good things."
Well, we all got to do what we got to do to get by in this world.
So, I was not expecting visitors, but how may I help you? And then he takes a nice big drag of his pipe, and as he does, the purplish smoke. I don't know what the correct term is.
Puff?
Well, you puff as a blow.
You inhale.
Yeah, I don't think we should be discussing this part.
I think we should get real in depth into this.
It turns from a nice purplish hue to an orangey colour, and then as he blows it out, the ring is a greenish hue, and then the pipe smoke turns back to a purple hue.
It's a fine bit of magic you got there.
Okay.
I got it from an elf. I don't know what it is.
Anyway, Judge, you're up.
Oh, Lord Blacktide.
I'm not a lord.
Oh,
my brother's the Baron.
You're the lord of this house, surely.
Milady Blacktide.
No, this is my brother's house.
Okay. Maybe speak to him. I jest, Lord. I jest.
My brother is unaware of the fact that we are secretly conspiring against the Kingsbane conspiracy. It would be unwise to bring him in at this stage.
Well, if you say so. It is for that very reason why we've made this journey. We wish to know more about the underlying conspiracy surrounding the kingdom of Akimbo.
Anything particular?
Well, who are the major players?
Eddard, it's his idea. On top of that, the Archdruid is involved.
Archdruid, you say?
Yes. A couple of high-ranking members of the Royal Guard. I don't know most of the members. Eddard has a very much, who you're working under, and one or two other people. And Eddard likes to keep things closed in case someone gets cold feet. They can't unravel the entire thing by putting out a single thread.
And what's your stance on the whole situation?
I think it's a foolish plot doomed to failure that my stupid brother got involved in, and someone had to jump in to try and bail him out.
But surely you can see there's much to gain.
If the planet any chance of succeeding. People don't like Eddard Dragonsbane.
Care to elaborate?
Yeah. People aren't stupid. They're well aware of the fact that he killed his own brother and took the throne. Or the seat of power, whatever you want to call it. Him and the king are friends. He thinks that friendship will let him get close to the king. But even if he manages to get rid of the king and seat himself on the throne, it will just turn Akimbo into a civil war. People follow the Morrigans because they are the scions of the gods. What has Dragonsbane got?
A really cool surname.
He's definitely got that.
One he earned himself. Corbin Dragonsbane would turn in his grave if he knew what his grandchildren were like.
Well, it seems that he's dead set on this plan. Surely it would be beneficial for both our parties if we were to take advantage of the situation, let's say.
What have you got in mind? I am willing to work against Eddard, but only only as long as I can maintain the illusion that I am working with him. I don't wish to put my brother at risk too soon. Unless I am sure that Oliver's plan is going to succeed, I am not yet ready to throw all of my eggs into one basket.
I kind of like glance around his room. It's like it's like richly decorated, I presume.
It's like,
Like
as I said,
you're a man of means.
tapestries, pictures of the family.
Perhaps we can be the illusionary barrier between your him and you, us and him.
So, you wish to work against Eddard? Is that what I gather? You wish to stop this conspiracy before it gets off the ground?
From the shadows, of course, keeping your name completely outside
I
of the
can
loop.
tell you what I know, but I don't know much. As I said, it's a very need-to-know basis. I know what the next stage of the plan is, because my magic was needed to find a certain someone who's not going to be live much longer.
Eddard plans to murder someone again.
Well, of course, you can't attack the king without taking out the king's personal bodyguard, who's currently traveling the realm on some unknown quest from the king. And I was brought in to find his location so that the druids can eliminate him. And then the final, and this is the brilliant part, because it turns the priesthood and the royalty against each other, is they make it look like the priesthood are the ones who did it.
Would he be a valuable asset to our cause?
Jeez, I have very little opinion about whether the man lives or not. He's close to the king. If Oliver needs an in with the king, I suppose it's useful to save a man who has known the king most of his life.
And whereabouts was he when you did your scrying?
He is currently visiting an old ruined tower in the southern parts of the Goblin Hills, looking for something, I don't know what.
I turn to the rest of the group. What do you think?
So if we were to undermine this, and in air quotes, Kingsbane conspiracy, we would have to stop this guy from being killed, right? So surely our next course of action would be
It was
to
the
go
next
to.
part of the conspiracy.
We'd have to go to the Goblin Hills and see what he's doing.
As I said, I only know the bits I am personally brought in on. I don't know if there's more in the works, but I know that that is the current path of those under the control of the Archdruid. What Eddard's other members of this plan are currently up to is unknown to me.
So we know what the Goblin Hills are, right?
Yeah, it's the region that you're currently in.
Okay. Do we know specifically, or maybe we should ask specifically? Where
Like the Goblin Hills is just the name of this region.
Yeah. He's probably a very prolific character. Like he's a very kind of.
Yeah, he's close to the king.
Yeah.
He probably knows a lot about
the king's personal bodyguard. Like without even knowing, you'd know it's very unusual for the king's bodyguard to be anywhere
away from the king
side.
Yeah.
So yeah, he seems like someone who's more beneficial alive than dead, to us at least.
Mm-hmm.
Like if we're going to climb this social ladder and play this Game of Thrones, if you will, we need someone who knows like the ins and outs of like noble life. So we get him, we save his life, or at least warn him, and then he's like committed to our side.
He's forever in our debt.
Yeah, exactly. He's got a blood debt. Yeah.
But he works for an evil guy.
Stuff. No, he doesn't.
Does he?
Oh, maybe.
He works for the king. The guy who killed the king. Who is the king?
No, he works for the king. The king never killed the king.
Yeah.
But is he not the guy who killed his brother to become king?
No,
The
that was
king is
Eddard,
going to be
the king
killed.
of Dragonsbane, who's now trying to
So
kill
his
the king.
bodyguard would surely be invested in any type of plot against him.
Okay.
Like,
But
I know he worked for Eddard in the past, but he seems like a kind of a little upstart, if you know what I mean. You know, he's not really. He's after the power, not the well-being of the kingdom.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eddard's power hungry.
Right then. So
Track down this bodyguard and
yes.
yeah, go from there.
cool.
What's his name? Black Tide.
Let me get that up for you.
His name is the Judge.
I have it here.
Brother.
he
Why were we
shares the same.
named the same?
His name is Ashtar. Ashtar Drox.
So this is the man.
Asthar. And his surname is Drox.
So this is the man who shares the same code name as the boss.
So does he have any distinguishing features?
He's a drow. That's pretty
Oh.
distinguishing around these parts.
Okay.
Wow.
So the king is human? Dwarf?
Human.
Human king.
How
It's
far
like-
to this tower?
He one moment please, kind of like rings a bell, some servants come in, he gets a bit of a map brought in of the killer, and he kind of points like a very wide area and goes, from the best I could work out, it's somewhere in this general region. And it's like the southern,
Point to the map that's just Akimbo.
pretty much just like
Damn it.
the southern, like somewhere between Coalford and Wargs Bay, like somewhere in that hill region.
But for a bodyguard to leave his protectees
Is
side,
unheard of.
it would have to be a very important mission.
Yes, it's unheard of, unprecedented.
Let's
We
go and
thank
talk
you,
to the
Lord
man
Black
himself.
Tide. I'm sure
You
you'll be
get-
hearing from us soon.
If you get caught, do me a favor and die before revealing my name.
Who? Oh,
Got
right.
it. Die first, reveal name second.
You
I'm
can
going to write
trust
Black
us,
Tide
laddie.
on my hand. Black Tide did it.
You don't have to worry about it anyway. Eddard will be no more very shortly. I've given Oliver the tools he needs to finish his quest.
You've given Oliver tools he needs to what?
Finish his quest. And he just smiles and he just kind of nods and excuses himself and just walks away.
Ah, sneaky fucker. Alright. I grab the rest of the scones or whatever and stuff them in my bag. And I head out the door. Team, let's go. Gotta roll.
You're like buttering him as you walk.
So yeah, so you see, it's about noon. Yeah.
Ashtar. He's our target.
You reckon it's gonna take you anywhere between a day to 2, maybe 3 days at most as you search the hill regions. So you can reach Coalford in about 5 or 6 hours, and you could waste a day there and then head into the hills, or you can just head straight into the hills.
So what's in this Coalford place?
Coalford's just a little mining village. To be honest, they probably don't even have an actual inn. You'd probably be hoping some miner puts you up for the night.
Yeah, and I'm just curious when you say we could waste a day in Coalford or just go straight there.
Well, what I mean is when you get to Coalford, it's going to be 2 or 3. No, it's noon now. So it's going to be 4. It's take about 4 hours. And then you could stick around there for the day, or you can just head straight.
And it would be say 6 by the time we got there, right?
So yeah, 4, 5, 6, depending on
I'm rolling survival.
Well, no, it's you can get. You don't have to go. You don't have to go too far off road to get to Coalford.
We go so far left.
You can cut
we end
across
up on right.
open plains, you can from one side of the road you can kind of make out Coalford in the distance and cut across the plains.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean you can waste a day there, or you can just head straight out on the hills. It's no real effect other than what day you head out on.
What do you think, team?
They'll have a tavern in Coalford, so you could get food and drink. They won't want an inn, so you'd have to like either hope they let you just stay in the tavern all night, which isn't unheard of.
Does anyone have a
If
tent?
they let us buy enough drink, they might just let us stay over.
Yeah, that's what he
I know,
said. Yeah.
it's not unheard of for towns that don't have inns for them to like take a couple of silver and just like leave you the room to sleep in.
Sounds like a plan.
Cool.
It's like we're a group of traveling alcoholics. You're gonna regret that decision.
Like they don't
Okay.
leave you the drink. They just leave you the room.
Okay, I didn't start believing.
There's not a tap, Joe.
They tie up. They suspend the drink in the treetops during the night.
They lock it in the storeroom.
Acrobatics check.
This isn't like a modern bar where they have things on tap. You're handed bottle and like they have kegs that they like tap themselves.
So what you're telling me is they won't have the screw off caps. I'll have to get a bottle.
Mm.
Yeah, you could break into the
Suggestion.
storeroom and get pissed drunk if you want. So I'm not gonna stop you.
No, we're good.
Yeah, I'm just asking.
Alright.
It's like if you stay in Coldford, you don't have to spend your own rations. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, let's just do that.
But like, it's gonna take you. You don't know how many days it's gonna take you because you've just searched the hill region. So you might save a day's worth of rations, or you might not.
Yeah, how much are like fully stock up with my rations? Because I don't think I have any. Which is
No,
weird.
you do. I have the mark
Oh.
for you all because Oliver gave you all some before you headed out. You
I have
currently have 8.
Oh,
Brunius is 8, and Ansem and Drago both have 7.
so that's good enough for like a week plus,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So we're not gonna be in the woods for a fucking week
No.
looking for a giant tower.
At
right?
most, like you see the
Foreshadowing.
area you have to search for. At most, it's going to take you 2 days, maybe 3 if Anson's very bad at survival.
Yeah. So if worst comes to worst, we can cook rats. So yeah, I think we're good to head out.
Yeah, so yeah. So you're just passing through Coldford and right into the hills.
Yeah.
Cool.
Unless I'll ask if anyone's seen a drow. I'll just ask like a guard or someone who's been on the street a lot. A beggar if I see one.
Yeah, you get like a wives' tale of like, oh, I saw a horde of them coming out from the old bandit caves. They crawl up underground with their spiders and they attack villages in the night and take the women and children away. You get like those kind of stories.
Sir, that's a goblin.
I ain't never seen no goblin that was 6 foot tall and had pointy elven ears and skin as black as coal. And I know coal.
I take that description and turn it into me, but not 6 foot tall.
Okay, you
Something
look
like
like
5'2".
you look like a drow of dwarven height.
You've seen someone like this? And I gesture to Runius.
Mhm.
Seen them out in the hills. There used to be bandits, but in the past few days there've been drow.
Drow ride spiders lately? Did not know this.
That's like their thing.
Oh, neat.
And not the kind of drow they have up in Golden Crest. No, these are scary.
All right, thank you, sir. Thank you for your rambling.
It was a scary sight, man. Scary sight.
Stop
They're coming
following
for
us down the
They're
street.
coming for us.
But
Yes,
you
yes,
did go up
kindly
to a
fuck off
beggar and not give him money.
Yeah, just throw some copper on the ground. Get him to leave us alone.
He's like, he picks
Toss
up
it
and
into
goes-
distance.
He picks up and goes, I best go spend it before the drow come and take it from me. And he runs off.
Sure, sir. Whatever you say. Whack job.
When I
Aye, that
came,
guy
he
is
would be the
crazy.
first to go.
As I look like the guy he described.
All right, so let's head up towards the hills.
Okay, Ansem, hit me up with that survival check.
6, I crit fail.
Hit me up with a D10.
Oh. We're now
Six.
back
Hit me
in
up with 2
Morgan's watch.
6.
Man, I'm beginning to think
11.
Ansem does not know jack shit about the world.
I think
Hey,
this is, and you wonder how he managed to lead the orcs to his tribe.
It all fits with it. He's just a loud
Okay.
runner.
So you're wandering through these hills, right? And like a couple of hours pass when in the distance you hear the sounds of battle. Like in the direction you're heading, for like about 2 or 3 minutes. You hear a few screams, like this clash of swords, and it lasts for like 5 or 6 minutes, and then goes deadly silent.
Was that me or was that you?
Well,
He was handsome. All those nights living rough.
That sounded like a battle. Hmm.
It's in the direction
I
you're
use-
currently heading.
What would be good?
Battles don't generally go
Investigation?
quiet though.
Or
Yeah,
just
you give me
can I
an-
just use perception to like gauge how much, like how big a battle that was?
Yeah, give me a roll.
18.
It's small. It sounded more like a small skirmish than a large battle.
And it was like sword on sword?
You heard like some sword clashing, and then you heard a lot of screams.
So is it obscured by like foliage? Is it obscured by like trees and stuff?
You can't see it yet. Like you just heard it over the hill. Like you're in hilly
Ah,
regions.
yeah, of
Like,
course.
but in the direction you're heading to. If you had to guess, it probably involved the goblins because you're in the Goblin Hills.
Well, then we run forward.
Okay, so yeah, you're running for like you come up over the crest of the hill, and in the distance, like you can see there's like the bodies of 5 or 6 goblins and 3 or 4 humans. Three humans lying there. The humans are like from the distance, you see like the arrow sticking out of them with like crow's feathers tied off on the end. You can't really make out much of it. As you approach, though, the goblins, right?
I guess
Are-
we approach.
Like, do you approach? You said you were running towards the battle.
yeah, we approach.
Yeah,
If
we
you
approach.
stop at the hill, you stop at the hill.
Now we approach.
Yeah, so instead of blood, oozing from the dead goblin's wounds is a thick, viscous bile. And, like, half of their body is, like, you know when someone's super, like, malnourished, you can see their ribs?
Yeah.
Like,
All
one
the
side of their body, the other side is normal. They've got, like, bits of flesh that have fallen off.
I know where this is going.
That's what the goblins look like. The humans look normal, except they're littered with arrows and, like, stabbing.
Is there any living humans? It's just
There is the like you can see like the trail of like goblin trail like tracks obviously running off and what. You have to guess the goblins one. As you're like examining this though, like
greetings, friends.
yeah, as you're examining this like from like coming out from like not even like not a cave, but like just like a hollow in the like a cut out in the hill, like. The guy you kind of catch sight of who's got anyone got past perception 15 or higher?
Let me just check that.
13.
If it
I
was
have
anybody,
I have
13.
16 wisdom. Oh wait, no, yeah. I'm
No, I
not-
just
I'm
have
not
10.
proficient.
I'm 14.
14. 14's close enough. You catch sight of this guy, like, before he reveals himself, kind of. Some, like, scared little... He looks about 16, 17, kind of peeking out over, trying to get a glimpse of who you are. You notice him before... He, like, does reveal himself, like, within a couple of seconds. We don't do that, but you notice him before he, like, reveals himself.
You there, boy.
What day is this?
Reveal yourself.
Yeah, so, like, he kind of comes over, has a look around. Are they gone?
Yes, dear boy. They're gone.
Aye, laddie.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All
I
clear.
thought there was at least one alive. Did they kill each other?
There's
They're
goblin
ran away.
tracks running away in the other...
Oh, okay. So there were some dead goblins, but there's also live ones who fled. Yes, they're gone.
So yeah, as
Who are
he
you?
kind of steps out of the... like, he's got a... It's not even like... It's, like, pushed through a loop in his belt. He doesn't even have like an actual... What are they called again?
Sheath.
Sheath for it, yeah. He's like this sword, like the blade is black tipped, the handle is like is dark coloured and there's ornate web design around it. And he introduces himself as let me get my names.
Titus Dragon's Blade. There is no-
Black Tide.
Garrel. And yeah, so he kind of introduced himself as Garrel, kind of catches sight of one of the bodies, and then kind of like looks away, and he can kind of make out some tears in his eyes. Goes, "This, I was out hunting with my father," and he kind of passes towards one of the bodies. Goes, he said I needed to become more of a man.
Hmm. I'm gonna check the bodies just in case, like, that's what the clerical thing would be.
Well,
Line 'em
seeing
up.
death will
Like-
do
Any
that to
signs
you,
of
lad.
life?
Yeah,
With a
humans.
roll or
You're
just
not
no?
going to roll. They're dead. As you check, there's no pulse going on. If you want to
Wait,
like,
wait, no, he's dead. Sorry.
if you want to make
Sorry.
out, if you want to try and make out what was wrong with the goblins, you can give me an Arcana or a Medicine check.
I think I'm better in medicine. Double check.
You just randomly pick up his fodder and you'd like pop at him. It's like, hey son, I'm
Cool.
still alive.
These symptoms match the wasting plague, which up until right now you wouldn't have considered real. Again, it's one of those tales that parents tell their kids to get them to try and not like learn magic. You know, like, oh, people who learn magic get struck down by the wasting plague, and the magical energies eat your body away. Like no
I
one's
just
ever.
touched these bodies, right?
No, that's not the goblin bodies. I assume you didn't check where did you check where the goblins alive? I thought you were checking the humans.
When I'm examining it, am I just poking it with a stick or?
Well, you got a
I guess I
20.
wouldn't know.
You know how to examine a body that looks obviously infected with something.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, it was a wives' tale of a disease, not an actual. Like no one has ever been heard to actually have it. It's just a story people tell to try and spook kids off magic.
Alright.
Well, guys, it looks these goblins appear to have the classic symptoms of wasting plague, but I've never actually seen it up close. This is strange.
It would,
You there, boy? What are you doing hunting in these woods with such a fine blade?
it's not mine.
So
we
you
found-
stole it.
No,
That is a crime.
when we found when we
To the
found one
gallows.
goblin, we found a goblin standing over some dead bodies, and they had this, and my father gave it to me and said it was to use to kill goblins because it would make me a man because I'm not man enough because I like books and things, and he got really mad about me. And then after we did it, lots of more goblins came, and I know I was bad and I should have helped because he's my dad, but I ran away and I hid in a hole, and then you guys came, and I don't know, okay.
So what you're telling me is you killed your father. To the
Calm
gallows.
down, laddie. Calm down.
Well, I guess because I didn't help, this is kind of my fault, and oh my god, like,
Oh my
my mother's gonna be so mad at
Snap
me.
out of it! Snap out of it!
I just nudged the judge and go, so, 2 years in the queue for
To the gallows.
I
This is
changed my
not-
face to look like his
I
father.
I don't want to go to jail. And he drops the sword. Goes, I'll give it
I pick
back.
up the sword.
It's not mine.
You can keep the sword if you can tell us where you found it and guide us
Yeah.
there, because we're fucking super shit at wandering through these
Yeah,
woods.
he brings you back. But like he walks away and he kind of looks at the sword and goes, it can stay there. Look what it costs. It's bad luck.
Someone
You're
want
not
a web
good on that.
sword?
Is it a short sword?
No, it's a long sword.
Oh, I don't want it.
It's clearly magical.
But it's not a monk weapon.
No, I'm just letting you know.
Is anyone proficient with long swords?
Me.
I know I am.
The judges.
Then you take it. I'm proficient with like hammers and axes and stuff.
It's a long sword's not as good as the great sword you already have.
All right, I'll pick it up.
No point.
Well,
Or wait,
if
did you
it's
say you
clearly
wanted
magic,
this,
you got to
Drago?
protect it from the child.
No, he tossed it aside and said it was bad luck. He's not keep bringing it back.
Alright, okay.
Like the judge told me he could have it, and he said it's all right. Like he didn't want it. He was given it because his father thinks he's not manly enough, and he was using it to fight
Maybe
goblins.
its function will help decide its owner.
But yeah,
Can I
so
cast Identify on it?
if you've got it prepared, you can.
I think I do. I think I have it prepared as. Yeah, I have it. It's a part of my domain.
Yeah, then you
I
can.
should know.
So this is so you spend at a I don't know what the cast and time of identify. You spend whatever that is, muttering your magic, and at the end you know that this is the blade of the arachnid. It's a drow. It's like weaponry of drow make. It requires attunement. It's a symbol of power amongst drow warriors. It's known to be unbreakable. The blade is actually made of obsidian. It's known to be an unbreakable weapon, but that you have to be willing. You have to be willing to use it. It gives you +1 to damage and attack. It can have up to 3 charges. 1 charge can be used to cast web with a DC of 15. 1 charge can be used to cast dominate beast on a beast that has the spider climb trait. Again, DC is 15. And 1 charge can be expended to cast Spider Climb on the wielder.
On the
This is
wielder?
kind of destined for
On the
David.
wielder.
For reference, I have spider climb.
Yeah, but you're not a beast.
I know. Okay.
Yet.
What if? Okay.
A user, right? Charges don't regain normally. A user can take 1d4 damage to like cut himself and fuel the weapon, and that gives it back a charge. But any damage you take this way cannot be regained until the dawn of the following day has passed.
Ah, you got to bleed to power the weapon.
That's pretty cool.
The +1 to damage and attack is constant, but to get charges back, you have to sacrifice your own blood.
All right. So yeah, I guess
take a drink.
I'll like tend to the bodies for like however long that'll take, and then I'll get him to guide us.
Yeah, so he like takes a few minutes.
Yeah, I'll just drag the bodies to somewhere where like they won't be like eaten by wolves, just like out of the way, out of the clearing at the very least.
He leads you like a bit further off the way, over a couple more hills, until you come to a site that's got 3 or 4 dead drow and like 12, 13 dead goblins.
Hmm.
And he kind of
Search
looks,
him.
he just looks and goes like, there's one goblin that's got like an arrow of a different color than the rest of them, like through its neck, and he points at that one and goes, that was the only one alive when we got here. My dad killed it. And he points at like one of the drow is wearing armor, like metal, like proper chainmail. The rest are wearing like either leather armor or just normal clothes. And he points at the one in chainmail. That was the one that had the sword. We took it, and then bad things happened. It's a bad sword.
So he must be like a commander or like the leader.
Do they have like driver's licenses or anything like
No.
an identity?
Check their wallets.
No.
So
Actually,
yeah, I guess we just search them then.
The guy with chainmail does have a tattoo around his eye. You could roll a history check to see if you recognize it.
That is
I have 9 as 1 history, so not me.
plus
0.
3.
You're up, Judge.
20.
Yeah, so you're right. There's 2 types of drow in Akimbo. There's the drow that serve as the royal guard, which apparently, the story is that Tesha Morrigan, daughter of the goddess Morrigan, arrived in Akimbo and wielded her weapon, blah 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 blah, with such ferocity that the group of drow to make up the royal guard swore their fealty to her forever, blah 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 blah. Then there's the drow who live in the Underdark and serve as mercenaries for anyone with the coin to pay them. And this is a tattoo that marks this guy as a high-ranking captain in drow society.
So not the royal protector.
So, this is probably the first time you've ever seen these drow on surface. They have their own kingdom beneath Akimbo.
You there, boy. You know these woods pretty well?
I know a bit of the way outside of my home, but no more than that. And these are hills, by the way.
We're looking for a tower somewhere in these hills.
I've heard stories of a tower to the south.
Those stories include a 6-point grid reference.
I've never seen it, but apparently I live in Ironvale, and apparently west of Ironvale is a ruin of from some crazy old wizard. We don't go to places like that because I don't want to get weird magic-y things. It'd be we're north east of Ironvale now, so it'd be somewhere in southeast, west, just south, somewhere in that region. I've never seen it.
In with what Black Tide said, Christy?
It's pretty much it matches the general regions you were given.
All right, I'm gonna hand him 2 bloodstones that I have on me and say, bury your father and take care of your family. I'm taking the sword.
Thank you, sir. you can, bad things will happen. It's bad.
Yeah.
You'll
We
take
just-
that into advisement.
We just randomly walk away, I guess.
Yeah, you see him back towards, like slowly walking back towards the region where you placed his family's body.
Sorry about your daddy, wee young laddie.
Aren't you morphed into his father?
Maybe.
What?
I never heard mention of that.
He
Last
said
I
it,
thought, I thought
Neither did I.
This was walking around as Runius. He walking around as his father.
He turned into a drow at one point.
Yeah, but I always assume he defaults back to the bear.
I default back, yeah.
To the bear.
Why the bear?
Because he said he was gonna. He messaged me and told me he was staying as a bear.
Yeah, it was a promise.
Well, we have our heading.
Does Ansem
Swiftly
want to
moving on.
roll? Or does someone else want to roll?
I got it.
You got it this time. Bud.
I got it.
17!
Okay.
You got it.
Give me a D10.
I don't like this bit.
I like this bit.
10! Ooh!
Ooh, 10's a good one. Now give me 2d6.
Oh,
Oh, I just rolled 10. I didn't roll a d10.
All right. Damn.
Oh,
Where the
okay.
Oh, tricky.
That
He's
was...
trying to trick us.
And no one knew that.
Okay, now give me 2d6.
Okay.
That's not a 10.
3. Oh.
You broke my hair. Yeah, it's an uneventful trip. A few hours pass. As you come over the crest of one of the hills, you see a valley below you, standing inside which is a like 90-foot tall but like half crumbled ruined tower.
Something tells me this is the place.
This like as you approach it, there's a smell of sulfur in the air. The grass around this tower is blackened and dried. Like the trees are dead. It's fairly barren looking land.
Sure, it's big enough. Look at the location.
Shrek
All right,
references.
Oh,
Weapons out.
Shrek references. Okay, I summon a packed weapon of... Let me see. Something I have proficiency with.
You have proficiency with your packed weapon, no matter what you say.
Okay.
Summon nunchucks.
But just remember, you need a hand to hold the arcane focus if you also want to do spells. So if you want to be able to do both, you want to summon a one-handed weapon.
Okay, a one-handed axe. Yeah, axe.
Cool. You have an
I'll take
axe.
out my warhammer and dual wield it, or not dual wield, two-handed rather.
I've got my bow staff on the ready.
So yeah, from the side you're on, there seems to be no discernible entrance, but you're approaching this tower from the north. There is a
No
Like-
entrance?
not from the side. There's no discernible entrance from the side you're approaching on.
Oh, no entrance. Gotta go home.
There is a there's like what would have like the remains of a dried up river as well.
Hmm.
Is there any of the walls low enough to scale?
The side you're on is the least damaged side. Like you haven't approached it yet. This is what you see as you come over the hill.
We can turn. We can go around it. I have
Does it look
Hey.
like, is there movement?
Not in from where you can see.
Seems clear.
Should I need to climb or jump up? I can use Step of the Wind as a monk. Spend a key point, and then my jump distance is doubled. I assume that maybe is for lateral jumping
So
and not like
I
horizontal.
assume you head towards the tower.
Yes.
Head towards the tower.
Once you get within about 150 feet of the tower, the like ambient sounds of like the wind and like the birds and the crickets and stuff just kind of slowly, like it's not an instant you couldn't pinpoint when it happens, but it slowly gets drowned out until it's just like gone. And there's just like silence in the air. The smell of sulfur is now stronger than ever.
Hmm. Too bad we don't have a dwarf with us.
I am a dwarf.
Oh, well then would you know, is it often that you find sulfur so close to the surface?
Would I know that?
Give me your roll and see if you do.
What is it? History?
Intelligence or nature.
Okay. I have a -1 on nature, so I don't think I'd know it.
Try intelligence. What's your intelligence?
I have a 6 on nature. Intelligence is low too. Like,
Mhm.
I'm pretty much like a builder.
You've
Roll one
never
of them.
heard of it, but maybe.
Good work, Rooney.
I mean, you could do a good job of telling them about this. You could do a really good job of telling them how to put a tower like this together. Be like you know, if you were putting a tower
Yeah.
like this together, you wouldn't use sulfur.
No, I'd have laid that foundation first.
So as we
You know.
approach the tower, it starts to get like unsettlingly quiet.
Mm-hmm.
But we still don't see an entrance or even like a front of the castle.
Well, again,
I'm picturing like a round tower at this point.
oh yeah, it's round, but like it's like 80, 90 feet wide, and you can only right now you're approaching from the north. You can only see the northern side.
We go around the right side of it. And see if
Yeah,
we
like
can
there's
find,
there is an entrance.
just
There's like a
gives
door on the
Rooney a
opposite
rope
side.
and get him to spider climb up.
There is
Let me do
indeed a
that.
door on the opposite side.
Okay.
No.
Well, there's the archway of a door.
Yeah, I was going to say, is there
Okay,
an
I
actual
can climb
door?
up. I can spider climb my way up and throw down 50
And
feet
like
of rope if I tie
the
something.
on the southern side is where
Go for it.
most of this the collapses happen. Like no, not the southern, like the southeastern side. Like is where there's a pile of rubble that goes about 40 feet up, where the top half of one side of this tower is collapsed.
Okay.
It looks, I say collapsed. You look up and it looks more like someone blew it out.
So
It's
no,
like a
no
very
horse tied up. No.
It's very directed damage. Nope.
Any footprints? Can I do like a
Give me a survival check.
Are we hunting some guy?
my only
We hunting
job?
them? We're to like make friends, right?
19. Do I?
19. There is there's multiple sets of trails, fairly recent, leading in, and about half as many leading back out.
Craven the Hunter. I just kind of fall to on all four and just start sniffing the ground.
I'd Spider-Man.
So any idea who these
Only
who these
one
footprints belong to?
set of footprints is humanoid. The rest are from four-legged creatures.
Only one of them is humanoid, and he's carrying all his stress in his legs.
And the ones,
Can I roll in nature to see what type of creature it is?
yep, the ones who have left, the tracks leading, do not include the humanoid.
So a human came in, but then didn't.
It didn't leave, so there's someone in there.
It's a humanoid, not a human.
Okay.
18.
It could
Some
be right
beast-
be a drow.
Four-legged creatures.
Thing is in there.
Your best guess is either a wolf or a large canine. Not canine. What's a cat?
Feline.
Feline.
A large feline. That's the word.
Large,
Does it look like
free,
giraffe
four-legged
tracks?
thingy.
They're definitely not horse tracks.
So what you're saying?
Sort of mount. We know that the drow ride spiders from that beggar man. So probably the goblins, I would guess. So be on the lookout for traps. Who's our trap guy?
I only do have one.
No, I don't think we have one.
Well, be on the lookout regardless. Let's venture into the castle.
So yeah, so the first root floor is like a wide open room. It's like pretty much empty, but more so in there's marks on the floor of things being dragged. So goblins maybe, or just people from nearby. Like someone has been here at one point and cleared whatever of value on this first floor was there out. There's a staircase spiraling up towards the second floor, and a wooden barrier blocking the actual entrance.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay. Hello.
You get no reply.
Well, we tried.
Down here, laddie.
Zebedee, get down from that tree.
Get down from that tree.
All right.
Yeah. Span out, start lighting torch brackets, I guess.
Yes.
Not already illuminated.
Well, the first floor is fairly bright because again, the entrance is just an archway with light shining through.
Do you mind if I just ask a question? When I detected the footprints, one of them was humanoid. How many other footprints did I find?
6.
6 other creatures.
Yeah, and so there were 7 sets of footprints going in and 4 sets going out.
Okay, yeah, okay.
The laws of algebra dictate we should find 3 creatures in here.
One of them humanoid. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Shall do.
Alright,
Could
yeah. I guess we start exploring. I can't really dictate direction since I am not.
Well, this first floor is just a wide, empty, open room. There's the stairs, and then the wooden cover.
that wooden
Stairs, I
cover
guess, yeah.
that blocks the door?
Well,
Does it look like...
it's blocking the stairway.
Okay, does it look... It looks like it's been there a while, does it? Or...
No, it's been thrown there recently.
Okay, I vote that way then.
Well, it's
Think
that.
someone
or
tried to
back
barricade
out.
themselves in?
That's what it looks like.
Oh. Something sketchy in here, so.
Or
Where
tried
is
to
it?
lock something in?
Oh.
Runius, you're up. Strength guy, clear the way.
Okay. I'll try and clear the way.
Give me a turn check.
Oh, what's my strength again? I think it's 3.
Welcome to my world.
3.
That's all
16.
Amandal does.
Yeah, it takes you a couple of tries, but eventually, like, either elbow through or kick your decision. This door
Yeah.
now, wouldn't
I'll lend
bar
a
you
hand.
down. Yeah, if Drago lends a hand,
13.
you get through it. Yeah, you get through
30.
it.
Cool.
You make light work of it.
Yeah.
Then it comes up to the next floor, and leaves like from you're judged from the outside. These 3 doors should lead to nothing. They should like be a fall, but like this room just has 3 doors. It's like it's on like the wall. There's no stairs higher up, but there's another higher up floor, and there's just three doors in the wall. That, from your perspective of seeing it outside, would lead to a fall. We also don't remember seeing any doors higher up on the outside of this building.
Okay.
3 doors.
3 chances.
One of these tigers is named Homer Simpson.
Alright. Door number 1. I open that.
Yeah, you open this door, and where you'd expect like the rush of wind as you're now staring out into open space, is a long corridor that then like tees off 2 directions.
Okay. I
Door number
leave
2.
the door open. And then, yeah, go to door number 2.
Door number 2 leads to what looks like a guest room, like I would guess there, like a living room, like where you'd go and wait to meet the occupant of the house. There's like
These are magical in nature, right? Like,
Yeah.
We've sussed that out.
there's like a fireplace with like a purple flame glowing in it. There's a couple of like there's a bookshelf, but like the books are like withered away. There's a maggot ridden rotten couch.
What's the
So-
couch made out of? Meat?
If we close the door and open it again,
It's-
same room,
the
right?
couch is
Could be
made
leather
out
and
of,
just
the couch-
molding.
No, the couch is made out of the corpse of several wargs.
Works.
Ooh.
Okay.
I would not sit on that couch.
Legit?
Legit, made out of the corpses of several wargs. This is... No, wait, none of you are magic-y. Yeah, I know. Johnny, you can give me an Arcana check to see if you've ever heard of that.
I've got plus
I am
1.
but a humble mason.
plus
I
3.
have not.
But you're a warlock. You should have pretty high
Yeah.
Arcana, right?
He doesn't understand his magic. He gets
I
it.
just am magic. I've been a builder all my life.
8 for math.
I actually have I have
No.
my Arcana. I
You've
have a
never
minus
heard
1
of that. You've never
Arcana.
heard of that.
Just
So
for
you-
reference.
Every story you ever heard about wizards does, they're crazy and do really weird shit with their magic.
This couch, though, new Art Deco. Catch a fine price back in the city.
Turn
Alright,
it to
let's take it out
century.
of the weird guest room. There's nothing
What
else
would the
up
arms of this couch are actually 2 warg heads.
Oh, that's cool.
there. Orc heads?
Warg.
You gotta give it to the designer. Really ties the room together.
Yeah. Alright, door number 3.
Door number 3 leads to another T corridor.
Idea. Ruinous, go down to the door number 1's T corridor. I'll go to this T corridor and see if we can see each other.
I could use Mage Hand and open both doors.
The doors are already open.
Yeah. You could do that, yes.
Right, somebody open the door, keep the door open because I'm terrified it's going to slam shut.
So is it like T? Are we at the bottom of the T?
Does anyone-
or-
Yeah, you're at the bottom of the T. Give me.
Does someone have the sword made of thingamabob?
Obsidian?
Yeah, you could just use that to keep the door open because it doesn't break.
You should be on.
Stop wedging the door open with the. I'll
just
just use
jimmy
a
it
bit of
open.
wood.
Right.
Well, it's a really strong sword.
So, picture it like my terrible drawing.
Hold a door open?
Hey, just because it's a really
See
cool
my
sword doesn't mean its
drawing?
purpose has to be used like that.
Yeah, so both of the. Wait, what?
And like you're in this section.
Okay, so yeah, I'll take the right one. You take me and Drago will take the right. You guys take the left, and we'll see if
So-
we can see each other.
The right
Okay,
one
Okay.
has a stairway going up.
my wee legs can't handle stairs.
I'm using the wrong. Oops. Using the wrong one. Has a stairway going up and a door here. This one has a door here and a stairway going down.
Okay.
Okay.
You cannot see each other, obviously.
Oh,
Hmm.
so should we choose one or just
The right one. I think we should go up.
Yeah, go up. If you're going to a tower, go up.
Yeah, we regroup back at the X, and then decide to take the stairs up in the right T.
Okay, so you come up
Behold
and
her
it
rock.
leads into what looks like a library.
Good. Books can't kill
So-
us.
You come in,
Yeah, they can.
you see this little room. I don't know if you can hear. I'll show you.
Only if you read
So it's like
them.
there does seem to be any entrance or exit bar the stairs. The like shelves line the walls, and then there's like a reading desk in the, like awkwardly placed like bang in the middle of the room.
Okay, so yeah, let's take 10 minutes. Give this room the once over. Any book that looks like it's been disturbed or read, like point
Give
it out.
me a investigation check.
Jan, I have crap investigation. I have
Uh,
-1
let's go.
investigation as well. My character too strong.
10 plus 1, 11.
6.
They
And
all
this is straight
you
D20.
know, they all look pretty much the same to you.
This one.
No, like fingerprints in the dust.
Oh wow.
Nope.
No dusty drag marks.
All right,
Nope.
this room's a bust.
12.
Oh, 12.
No.
There's a
convenient
section.
highlighting.
There's like one of the shelves, Drago. You make out a spot where like a bit of the dust has been cleared away. You couldn't point out like what books they were reading, but like they definitely had their hand on like the edge of this shelf and were browsing the books,
Something disturbed here.
which would be this one here.
Okay, pull out a book and sit on the couch.
Okay,
Not
you have
that
a-
one.
Give me a D17.
17. Interesting.
Wait, who?
You?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh.
See what book you pull out.
Okay, 11.
Drago found it.
Yeah, you pull out a book. It's really interesting, really interesting. By which I mean very dull book on the various uses for warg teeth in abjuration spells.
Oh, that could be useful for me.
Well then,
I
don't
think-
just keep us in suspense. Tell us.
Do tell.
Yes.
Well, it's about abjuration. It's a book about using the work tea. You know, the ones that we saw outside. I might take some home with me. Practice later.
I say we move on. This room is eating into our time. We need to find that bodyguard or whatever those things were with the 4 legs. Kill him.
Aye, Judge.
So you come back downstairs.
Downstairs and then through the door straight in front of us.
Cool. So this door
We ignore
Run through. Wild abandon.
That's my job.
leads
Oh.
to
Let Rudius do it.
Run through, wild abandoned.
your best guess, the wizard's personal study. I'm very much at the
Toilet.
edge of the map. It's bigger than that, but I'm at the edge of the map. So So
Wait,
it's
his
got,
study is separate from his library?
yeah. This is like there's
Makes
like
him think about what book
this is
you
like
read.
there's like instead of bookshelves, the walls are lined with like desks. One side is a massive like blackboard on it with like weird arcane scrawlings. Ruinous, you can read all writings, and this means absolutely nothing. It's just complete and utter gibberish.
Awesome.
There's like papers on the
Long
desks
division.
that have the same writing. Like if you like as you read through it, it's like there's bits that like there's words that are like, in my study of blah diddy blah. So and like the further on it goes, it starts to progress to pure gibberish. So it's you have to at a guess. This guy either like ran out of ideas or was slowly going mad in his own study. Like the walls are lined with desks, writings, these chalk. Like this room is just full of scribblings, most of which mean nothing.
All right, let's just do same room or same thing as we did last time.
Yeah, so
Except
down
with this room.
down the stairs, then if that is a dead end, back up the stairs and through the door.
The downstairs leads to another T intersection.
Oh man.
I'm not going to draw this entire building.
Where are we, Mr. T's house? Freaking T junctions everywhere.
With this
All right.
I need a fool. I had to move around my house.
Left hand
sides.
rule.
leading to staircases up.
Yeah, go left that one. Or
Uh,
no, wait, go.
Is it
there,
our
that
left
way.
or
That
Yeah,
way
it
is the way I
That's
pick.
like a freaking Escher print.
so yeah, you come up.
going up the
and
stairs and going down the stairs?
You're standing in a
Going up
balcony,
the sideways stairs.
but your view is not the spot the tower is located in.
Where is it?
You're like standing on like basically what looks like a viewpoint built on like a rock in like the ocean. You can make out like the like a bit of like Akimbo in the distance. But you're here's the viewpoint in the middle of the ocean.
So
Oh, this must be the ocean room.
architecturally, this makes no sense.
No,
Did we teleport?
No, we
It's
went
magical,
up the stairs. We went
so-
down the stairs and then down
That's
another
where you
stairs. We're
And
going
we're
towards
out
the basement.
to sea
Like.
now.
We weren't near the coast, were we?
No, we're in the hills.
we're a good bit away from the coast.
We didn't walk down a flight of stairs and get to the coast.
How long do you stand here trying to gauge what's happening?
Not very long.
We instantly slammed the door.
If you're here for like more than like a minute, you start to hear like
It's metagaming.
really, really, really wonderful like song kind of coming from the waters below.
Close the door, close the door, close the door.
Fucking
What are you
mermaids.
talking about, Runius? Ansem. That is beautiful song.
Close the door, close the door, close the door. That's the survival.
Okay, you
Get
find
back out.
no
Close the
traps or animals.
Oh,
I don't know
What
what you
were you
expect
doing?
the survivor role is going to get you.
I'm going to survive.
Close the door,
Okay,
close the
so
door,
back
close
up
the
the
door.
stairs and then down the other flight of stairs?
Fucking glory gainer. I will
These
survive.
two sets of stairs are leading up. I drew them.
Oh,
I had to
up.
draw them facing down so I could actually continue drawing. So this one leads into a corridor that comes to a dead end and has 3 doors on the side of the wall.
All right, guys. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty confused right now.
How are we getting to these places?
Okay.
What is the check for traps?
Investigation.
Investigation.
Oh. Who's the highest intelligence?
Definitely not me.
I don't
I'm
know.
0 at the moment.
1.
I have -1.
Honestly, probably you.
God, we're dumb
-1.
as shit.
I'm just gonna check these doors for traps.
I am but a humble
Oh,
mason
fiddling roll.
with magic.
They look like normal doors.